Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Chess with Ralph. Today we are going to play another game number 2. Let's go for it. So I'm gonna choose an opponent. Okay, we're gonna play d4. Alrighty, so let's take over the center. Okay, we just take more space. I think this is called French defense, at least, but that's what chess.com tells me. We learn something new, right? Okay. Vladislav from, I believe it's the Ukraine. So he's attacking us here. We are defending it, no big deal. If he takes though with the queen, he will go here. Let's just defend. And develop. Defend and develop. Always way to go. Okay, let's see what Vladislav is gonna be up to. Alright. Simple exchange. Nothing too complicated. We are basically one move away from castling. We just need to develop this bishop. Also, we give check here now. And then castle. Alright, now we probably want to pin this knight. They'll probably, very likely. Cover. And then we can reinforce our knight. They take. We give check. They take and we recapture. We could also take right now. They will take back. They would create a passed pawn. You know what? Again, develop, right? Let's follow the principles. Develop. Okay, and we'll just reinforce. Okay. They're attacking us, so we are forced to either take or go back. Here or here. There'll probably be a castle on this side here. So it might be good to have this guy here. Let's just first take. Now I have this have established a pawn without protection here now. Okay, we can either take or go down, back. Which doesn't sound too bad, right? I don't like to move my pieces twice, to be honest. It was probably a better option to take. However, let's see what the opponent does. I'm trying to avoid exchanging everything too much because they would lead faster to the endgame, which makes things simpler, which is good, but I would like to have it more complicated for the opponent, right? The more you exchange, the less pieces you have, and maybe they don't know what to do at some point. So we'll test the theory. All right, develop now. We can go here. We can also castle. Let's stick to the principles. Let's just castle. They might not attack me. They cannot attack me here. To be a blunder. My idea was to somehow attack the king, but there's just nothing here. Nothing. With this pawn, we are controlling the center pretty well. Okay, now they're just blocked. I could ignore it. If they take me, I take back. I could also develop. Actually, hold on, no, we cannot develop this way. Okay, let's see. This is covered. No reason to do anything. We could take. They take. You know what, we'll just ignore it. Because we can. Correct. This one is, this pawn is doing a good job. It's blocking this guy here from developing. They probably have to develop this way. Okay. You know what, let's just develop as well. We can go here. They probably go back here or here. Okay, we've got also outpost here for our knight. I could go here and take that outpost because there's no pawn. This pawn could go down, I guess. All right. Okay. Let's just take the open file, half open file here, kind of protecting our pawn, reinforce defense, and develop the rook on a better square. Could also then maybe exchange this bishop here if it becomes like a pain. It gives us the option because now we've got something to work with. Opponent still has not castled, so they probably have to develop this knight and castle, which gives me this. Okay. We see some crazy moves. The queen is looking at those two pawns. They're both protected. Let's say they take me. Okay. This doesn't work. We could also neutralize it with this. They retake. We develop our bishop. No, they would actually blunder this guy here. can also just attack the queen. Okay, I'll make it. She would just move somewhere else. Not the best idea. Okay. We can push this guy here. If they take, we take. So they will have to move the bishop. Could also do this. And then develop here. If they take me, I take them. They would still have this move. Okay, so maybe removing this rook was not the best idea. We could also help with... Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay, we can force things. Palm, palm. Alright, let's not make a blunder here, huh? Let's see what we have. This will force it probably here. I could also just ignore this. I could go here and totally like shut down this bishop. That feels pretty good. This, and then follow with this. Alright, let's do this. It's gonna force this bishop to retrieve. And we're still being blocked by this guy here. And as soon as it moves, we'll move this guy up, and this one is stuck. In fact, they've got an isolated pawn here at this point, out of reach of this pawn. So maybe that's gonna become a future target. Okay, move the knight here and here. See? Alright, let's go with this. Now the goal might be here and here. And maybe develop the bishop this way to go after this pawn. Okay, curious what the opponent is going to come up with. Alright, they're trying to open up, but I think I will just totally shut it down here. Now this bishop is totally shut. If it goes here, it's fighting this pawn here, so it's like totally out of the game. This is what we want, right? We want to stop opponent's play. See, they're ready. Okay. I think I will develop this guy here. Okay, now this is protected. They still want to aim here. Okay, maybe we should move something towards the queen, just to have the reinforcement there. This and this, they'll probably take me. We can go here. We can also go after this pawn. Somehow, probably. I don't like this bishop. I suggest elimination. Yeah, but let's just go here, attack this. He's got hard times protecting it now. He's got only one defender. We just need to add another one, another attacker. This and this maybe. And that will put this pawn under pressure a little bit. Let's see what we get. Opponent is thinking about it. They still haven't castled, by the way. They cannot go this way. They could go here and come back with some force. Okay, now they are taking me here. That means they give us an opportunity to eliminate this bishop. And we are supported by this guy. Let's do this. With would come with check if they don't take me. Also, I noticed that now they're attacking this pawn twice. Not very happy about that. If they take me here, I will just retake. They might reinforce here to attack me because I'm pinned. The queen is gonna be pinned. Let's attack the queen on the next move, being supported by our queen. You know what? If they take me, I will just take here. It's even easier, probably, right? By the way, they are still not castled. So we'll see what happens. A little bit down on time, but not much. It's like a 1 minute, 20 seconds. All right. So what's this? I'm gonna go back. This. That's some kind of nonsense blunder, right? I can take this. That's a total blunder. I probably want to go towards the center. Okay. I also do this. Okay, I think the opponent just freaked out a little bit. Alright, let's just take towards the center. Let's follow the rules, and they just lost a piece. Alright, he's attacking this. Got two defenders. So we are safe. I probably want to get out of the pin, correct? Because the next thing that's coming is this. So, how do we get out of the pin? Maybe like this. If he takes me, I take him. Let's try to exchange. Okay, there's one thing I don't like about this. They could give me a check. Alright. I could go this out to protect this c1 from giving me check. And then develop the knight. I have to finally develop the knight. Yeah, let's do this. He's gonna attack me. It's no big deal. We'll just take it. Okay. That's pretty good. I think I will just take. I need to develop this bishop. Sorry, bishop, knight. So next move, this one is unprotected, something to keep in mind. Could go here. And now he's attacking me here, by the way. Not so good. I can go here. Block it. Develop it and protect this guy. Alright, that's a blunder check. Let's see. Alright. Should be good. And then next we'll probably double up, or maybe even go the open file. Double up is always safe. We are 22 moves in, and the game is already tilted to into our advantage. We are 3 points up. So time we are a little bit down, but only like 2 minutes 40 seconds. And as the more it progresses, I'll probably have to speed up. But right now we still have plenty of time. I don't know if you can hear the rooster, but there's a rooster crowing. So it must be a rooster approved game. Alright. Opponent is still. Alright. We could now go and exchange. Actually, that would not work. This one is on the attack. You know, let's double up. Because now those are protecting each other. I would like to put the knight right here. Unfortunately, that's not possible right now, but somehow in the future, that's an outpost. So I have to move this rook out of the way to move my knight here, because here it's not doing anything. I need to move it here to put it here, protecting by this pawn, and that's pretty much untouchable at this point, right? So they probably planned this, but okay. Major attack. We probably wanna, no, we cannot do anything. We could go here. No, I don't like this, kind of free this rook here. Alright. Too bad I cannot go one of those, huh? Okay. This one is not protected. I don't like that. I have to move this rook to attack the. You know what? Let's just go down here. Overprotecting this guy. And protecting this guy. And then next move is gonna be this and this. We're gonna shut down this rook from the open file. Because right now they've got the open file, which of course is an advantage, right? We are kinda looking at this pawn here. Alright, let's do it now. Blunder check. We're attacking the queen with the idea to move the knight here. And give a check. That will make the knight being positioned at an outpost, being protected by this pawn, which is always very strong. That's what you want. Your knights have to go on an outpost. So this is the goal. They do have to move the queen. Queen is being attacked. They have to move the queen. If they don't, that's a blunder. Next, we're gonna follow with this. Now I start locking my position. Not only we are 3 points up. Okay, they're a little tricky. So they're attacking my queen now. All right, these are tactics now. I give a check. Move kings, king moves, and then we're gonna take the queen. Correct. Blunder check quickly before we drop it here. Okay, check. They will have to move the king somewhere. Then we take the queen. Neutralize the danger. And now we are having a totally secured position. This is a chain. They are protecting this guy. The next goal will be to attack the weak spots. This is a back pawn. Not sure how to attack it. Maybe here and here. But he's gonna just protect with his rook. Now let's see what the opponent does. Can maybe probably move this guy here. You can also just start opening things up. You know what? Actually, no, hold on. This pawn is not protected. This is a back pawn. We're gonna take this pawn next. If he doesn't move the king, this is a check, and then with this attack here. Alright. Let's do this. He cannot go here or here. Okay. Now, we could do this and take one of those rooks, right? Not sure if it's worth it. Probably. We could also just give a check. Yeah, that's pretty good. Check. You will have to move the king. Actually, this one is not possible, so there's only one spot. You know what? This is pretty good. Checky poo. And now we go here. And eliminate one of the rooks. Yeah. It's gonna be another material advantage. If they take me here, I can easily just take back. I don't have to take one of those rooks right away, because we still have this pin here. So this is the beauty about the knights, right? They are the Mr. What do I call it? Mr. Pin, or Master of Pinning. They're just gonna jump weird. They kind of think that we're in a hurry to take one of those. We still have the pin. So there's absolutely no rush. This opponent actually, doesn't play too bad, I must say. They have been around for 2 years, 1.5 years. Okay. They'll probably move one of those rooks. And then we decide what to do. And then once we eliminate the rook, there's gonna be cleanup time. We'll have to use those 2 rooks to attack and clean up all the pieces on board. Got a material advantage of 4. Okay, they resigned. Alrighty. So now let's go to the analysis. Let me switch my screen. Alright. They realized it was over, which is probably a reasonable thing to do. Let's see what we are getting here. 80%, 80.3. Opponents got 70.8. So first it was kind of even, then we got a little advantage, and then they made a blunder. I think it's the bishop when we took the one piece. All right. Now our elo is going up slowly, the engine, based on this game at least, but that's not our real elo. So let's go through the analysis. Let's see where we made some mistakes. Okay, so this is normal. French opening. All right, they just wanted me to take. All right. The idea is, oh, all right. Develop the, this is always a strong combo, those two. Pawn with a bishop covering each other. Okay. Anyway, we moved the pawn here. I'm still not sure why it's kind of like a mistake. We are supporting this guy here, but I thought they would take and I would take back and if they took here, yeah, but that was an option, right? So yeah, they could have, yeah, exactly, I missed that. This is now unprotected. We've got unprotected piece. If they have taken that, we could, you know, even quickly take it out, or we don't have to, because it's protected here by this, and castle. But we would have lost a pawn here. Okay, now I understand. All right, we learned this one. Mistake, yeah. This was good. Okay, computer doesn't want to have, computer does not like to retrieve. They just want to take, especially if it's even material. Yeah. Now I said it during the game. I believe that this would have been the best move, probably a better move at least. Okay, but it's still okay. It's not like we are losing here. I should have closed this immediately. I did on the next move after this. Yeah. Yep. This is all good. Okay, they just wanted to attack here. So what's the idea? So go here. They take you. You take. Wait. This is an advantage to lose the rook. Okay, we will be 2 points down, but with a check, preventing them from castling. I don't like to be 2 points down, to be honest. Not sure what the concept. I just develop. No, not from me. Computer knows something I don't. Okay, this is safe. This is just fine. We're attacking it here. This was a move, again, computer doesn't like it 100%, but I just want to eliminate this guy here. Seeing that he's attacking my pawn. The computer would have resolved this with this, preventing the queen. I don't like that either. I know the computer knows better than me, but if I do this, I'm opening those two always. I don't like that. I want to keep this intact in front of my king. Protective wall, right? Anyway. That was the blunder, bishop blunder. And now we are basically winning all the way back. This was already kind of relatively simple. We followed the plan as I explained in the game. We eliminated the queen just to make it easier. There's no tactics. The less pieces are on board, if we have got advantage, which in this case we've got material advantage. Check, check. This is all good, and they resign. Yeah, if they did not resign, I would have taken one of those rooks and then start attacking all those pieces with my 2 rooks and the knight. So yeah. Anyway. Well, thank you very much for your time watching this game. This is our game number 2 on chess.com. We will see where this puts us with our ELO rating. So we have to play 2 more games until we are being evaluated by the system. They probably put us low somewhere, I don't know, 600, 700. And then we improve from there. We go up, hopefully. So stay with me, join up. Give me your comment, what you believe, give me your like, and if you can subscribe, that would be great, because I plan to do this every single day, and I'm gonna generate videos, I'm gonna comment on everything, and you will learn something, hopefully. Wrong hands, those books, I'm gonna present them to you, especially those guys here. This is Serious, which is great for getting some foundation when you start and you want to get some solid foundation. I will talk about those books. I went through only some of them, not all of them. I'm still reading, but it's very good. I will give you the details later. Anyway, aloha, have a nice evening, and thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.